Hi everyone, welcome. It's Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, so it's time for Stamping with Denise. I'm so glad you're here. I missed you last week. I was gone. I had spent the whole weekend at a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator event, and I knew I was going to be too pressed for time to get a video going, so I just kind of kicked back, at least in terms of that. But I'm back with you this week, and I'm so glad to be. My event was so inspiring. I used lots of great products from the new Stampin' Up! Catalog, the mini holiday catalog. I hope you have yours in your hand by now. If you don't, and you don't have a demonstrator, let me know, and I will get one to you. Little housekeeping first. If you like my video, please share my video, comment, share down in the comments, and then you will be entered in a drawing to win the prize that the project I'm working on tonight. Last time we were together, I made this cute birthday card, and we have a first-time winner tonight. This is going to go out to Darlene Matyoka, M-A-T-Y-O-K-A. I'm not sure if I'm spelling your last name right or saying it right, but Darlene, I'm going to get this out to you. I'm going to send you a message. I'm going to need your address. But Darlene shared my video. She commented, shared down in the comments, and then her name was chosen from everyone who did that. So thank you, Darlene. I appreciate it. If you can't share my video, I understand. If you would give me a heart, I would appreciate that. Doesn't cost you anything, doesn't take any time, but Facebook likes, that tells Facebook that people like what I'm doing and they want to see more of it. So it helps my video be seen by more people. If you're following on YouTube or if you're watching on YouTube, welcome. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel, and once you do that, hit that little blue button and you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video, which is most every Monday evening. Okay, so today's the first day of fall here in the Northern Hemisphere, and we are going to make a fall card. If you know me, I'm not a big fan of fall colors, not my favorite, but I have a card I think you're going to like and some new product out of the catalog, and quite frankly, something I missed when I saw it. So I am going to change to my hand view, and we will get started. There we go. Hi, everybody. Okay, so let me start out first. Our featured stamp set for tonight is Gathering Moments. It is, it didn't strike me at first, but then I got it and made some cards with it at the event last weekend, and I loved it. We have two big leaves, two different leaves. We're going to be using this sleeve here. It has some great sentiments. Thankful for you, many things. Your friendship means the world to me. Expressing heartfelt gratitude and gather. And I'm like I said, I'm really liking it a lot. These dies work together. If you want the holes, I'm going to show you here. I've already done die cutting because I didn't want to deal with that on camera here. Hold on. So this is the leaf we're going to use tonight. If you don't want the holes in it, you can just use this outline. But if you like the texture with the holes, then when you're putting this on your paper, you're going to center that in there, and you're going to use it just like that, okay? But I am going to show you here in a little bit something that you can use those holes for, and you're going to go, gosh, I like that, and I'm going to have to do that. But let me get this all back on my magnet card here. Okay, it's on there. Good deal. And then while we're here, I'll go ahead and show you the other die set that we're using. This is Traditional Labels. I've die cut out one of these shapes for our card. Again, this is in the new, I believe it's in the mini catalog. I don't think it's an online exclusive, but to be perfectly honest, it's hard to keep track. But it coordinates with this stamp set, the traditional labels. We're not using this tonight, but I brought it out because it pairs with this. Again, you could use any label die that you have if you wanted to. Okay, so let me show you some others. So this is the card we're going to make tonight. Look at this. Isn't this so pretty? I love these pre-made card bases, and they come with coordinating envelopes. I missed this in the catalog. I learned about this at my event this weekend, and I'm like, wow, those are very pretty. So they come in a pack. It's called the Christmas Greetings Mix and Match Specialty Cards and Envelopes. The colors are crumb cake, garden green, and gold. You get 10 cards and 10 envelopes, 5 of each. So the other color is this garden green, which of course is perfect for the holiday season. So I had a couple left after my event, so I decided that we were going to use this for our card, okay? For tonight's card. Ours is going to probably look a little bit different than this. Let me close up that. Okay, and see here, the bases come pre-scored, so all you have to do, I don't have my bone folder, but I can use the edge of my blending brush. There we go. Okay, we'll set that over here. So I think we will go ahead and get started playing with ink. As you can tell, we're using our blending brushes on this leaf. This leaf is cut out of Very Vanilla. This card doesn't have a lot of measurements, so, measurements. These cards are bigger than our standard ones that we usually use. These are 6 1/4 by 4 1/4. 6 1/4 by 4 1/4. Our usual ones are 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. So they're a little bit bigger, but still easily mailable. Okay, so this is, I cut this leaf out of Very Vanilla. It measures about about 4 inches wide and about 1, 2, and about 4 inches tall. So it's a good size leaf, okay? And we are going to use our blending brushes to make this beautiful fall leaf. Here are the colors we're using. We are using Darling Duckling, Timid, and Blackberry Bliss. Like I said in the intro, I am not a fan really of fall colors, but I'm really liking this set. So I'm we're gonna start with our lightest color first. Now your blending brushes, you can have one for each color, but that gets pretty expensive. So mine are labeled by family. I have a yellow/orange brush. I have a blue/purple brush. I have one that's red and pink. I have one that's green, and I have one that's neutrals. So that is how I have delineated my stamps, or my blending brushes. I do not ever wash these. When I'm done with a project, let me put this one over here. I just rub it on here to get the extra ink out, okay? So you can see there's still ink on here from, I was playing around with another leaf. I'm gonna show you that later. But anyway, we are gonna start with Darling Duckling. I like to hold my brush like this because I'm always afraid. Now I haven't had it happen, I don't know of anybody, but I'm afraid if I push too hard, I'm gonna break this. So I hold it like this, then I don't put any stress on that. And I am going to cover this whole flower, or this whole leaf, with Darling Duckling, okay? And that's why we're going to start with our lighter color first. We can lay that down all over, okay? Now I'm going to try to get some of that color out of there, because I'm using the same brush. This is my yellow/orange brush. And I am going to do Timid Tiger. Orange is probably one of my least favorite colors of all, but I kind of like this Timid Tiger's growing on me. So I'm going to put this more in the center here, okay? And remember, start out light. You can always add more ink, but it's really hard to take ink away, okay? So I'm going to do it like that, and that works. I guess I don't need to clean that because I'm not using that for anything else right now. Put my blending brush over there. Now we've got the Blackberry Bliss, okay? I'm going to do the same thing. And I'm going to put this Blackberry Bliss around the outsides. And look at that. Let me go. I'm not putting any more ink on, I'm just going to rub a little more. There we are. And I'm really happy with that. I'm not going to do any more because sometimes, well, I'm going to, a little more right here maybe on that. Again, I'm not re-inking, I'm just kind of taking off what's on the brush. A little more here. You can see I was much heavier over here with this one. Kind of practice makes perfect, you know, one of those kind of things. So let me put these over to the side and get those out of the way. Okay, now this is a perfectly good leaf. We could put it right on here. But remember I told you that these holes you could do something with? Look at this. You could sew on them and give them some texture, some veining. Look at that. Isn't that cool? And you're like, what did you use? Okay, I have to be honest. I also do cross stitch, so I have a whole supply of floss. I used DMC number 841 to do the veining on my leaf. Now, I'm not going to do it on this one. We're going to put this one on the card, though. And I used, if you're not familiar with embroidery floss, it comes in, now you'd have to have a longer piece, but I'm just going to, whoops, I'm just going to show you here. You need, these are 6 strands. Each one of these pieces are 6 strands. And normally when I cross stitch with 2, but I decided I wanted something a little bolder, a little bigger, so I did 4. So simply all you do is, oh, come on. I'm trying to get 2 pieces from the same side of the, it's really not this hard, folks. Okay, so and you just pull it apart. And there you go. So now you have your 4. And if you have a needle with a large eye, you could put that through. When I did this, I had tapestry needles. I used that because they were handy. They were with my floss. You could use, you know, those plastic floss threaders that people like with braces and stuff will use? You could use that too. Didn't have any of those, but you had a piece of lightweight wire. You could probably make your own little needle. Just get some lightweight wire and use it. And what I did on the back is I used little pieces of Scotch tape to secure them down. Okay, I think that looks really cool. Okay, so this card, after I used my blending brushes on it, I'll put this over here. We crinkled it up to give it a little bit of texture. Now, I've not crinkled one that I have done the stitching on, so let's see. Let's keep our fingers crossed. I will warn you, be careful of the stem. I've almost torn it, taken it off a couple of, times with different, I've done this with this leaf and with the other big leaf, so, okay, there we go. Some people want to crinkle it before they do the blending, use the blending brushes. Some people want to do it before they do the stitching. I'd rather have my leaf all done and then do it. Okay, so there we go, and look at that. See, it's not perfectly flat. It's got some dimension, and that'll look beautiful on your card. Okay. Okay, so now we are going to stamp our sentiment. I'm going to use this same sentiment. Your friendship means the world to me. Put this right here. I'm using my Blackberry Bliss. And we are going to, let me get that out of the way there. Stamp that right on there. There we go. Perfect. Let me close that up. Now we can start assembling our cards. Super simple, super simple. So I'm going to start out putting the sentiment flat on the card base. That looks good. And you know you can line it up. You've got lines on your card. You can use it. See, that's going to go right there. Okay, where's my... Here they are. I'm just going to use some of these. I don't know about you, but I never throw any of these little edge pieces away. I can always find a place to use them. So I am just putting them around in different places. It's probably more than I need, but that's okay. Okay. So do you think you would get some embroidery floss? You know, you could probably use some yarn too if it wasn't too thick. I don't know though. Again, I had embroidery floss and that was perfect. So that's what I used. Okay, so just taking all my backings off. Do I have them all off? Yep. I'm going to put this right up here. Look at that. Loving it, loving it, loving it. Yay! Okay, so the next thing we're going to do, we're going to put our bow on. For this, I am using the black and white gold baker's twine. This is an online exclusive. It goes with the suite. I forget the name of the suite, but it goes with the suite that has the black and white and gold designer series paper. That's my favorite. I like that. I kind of like non-traditional Christmas stuff. Okay, so I'm just making a little bow out of it. I like to leave it attached to my spool until I have my bow correct, because then that way I waste less. So this way I'm only wasting that little piece. That's no big deal. Okay. So, and again, it comes in white and gold and black and gold. Perfect, perfect. Okay, I'm gonna take my glue dot. Look at this, how easy this card is coming together, especially, you know, because the base is, I just kind of rolled my glue dot in a little ball there and putting that, hearing that right there. Because, you know, with this pattern base, it works wonderfully. Okay, last thing, our embellishments. Hold on, I gotta get my knife. And these are the traditional sparkle sequins. There are 3 sizes in the pack. There's a small, medium, large. They come in gold. I think this is balmy blue. I don't know which green this is. Probably granny apple green. And probably real red. But you know, doesn't really make any difference. Greens go with greens. I don't, if I like it, I do it. So because this paper has gold in it, we are going to use the gold ones. Okay, so I'm going to use, let's put a small one here. And we'll go, I'm just mimicking what I did on my other card. And put this one right here. There we go. And look at that. So simple. So You like this card? I really hope you do. I really like this with the sewing on it. I think I'm going to take this one off, and the one that I just colored, I'm going to sew on it too, okay? So everybody, that's it for tonight. I hope you like this project. If you try this, please share a picture in this thread where this video is. If you're on Facebook, I don't think you can do that on YouTube, but I would love to see your creation. So everybody, thank you so much, and I will see you next Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern for Stamping with Denise. Bye now.